What's up, man? What's going on? I am here hanging out with my Bluetooth low energy devices. Device, I guess. Well, devices, I guess. And, you know, I didn't realize this about Bluetooth low energy. It's completely different in terms of how you approach it as a developer than serial communications. Like, for example, like in an OBD2 app, which this is not, this is different. But it's the same principle where you would come in and you would say, where are the settings here? Right? Somewhere you'd find settings where you'd say, my Bluetooth device is this and that. You know, you'd set your device, it would have a list, and et cetera, and you'd have it all set up. Then you'd go ahead and run your app, like this app is running, right? It's talking to a specific Bluetooth device. Anyway, it's 44 degrees. Jeez, it went down 3 degrees in the last, like, half hour. Anyway, and I have a device outside. It's a motion detector. But anyway, it uses a normal Bluetooth serial port, which is basically a stream of bytes, right? And the temperature might be at the first, like, 8 bytes. See, that's an alert. See, it's an alert from this thing. I gotta look outside. Oh yeah, there's a raccoon out there. Yep. I don't know if I need to know about every raccoon, but it's nice. Anyway, so you see, right? Anyway, I can clear that. Anyway, the point is that I've been approaching Bluetooth like it's a one long string of bytes. You get the string of bytes, however long that takes, which is usually very quick, and then you dice it and slice it, and then you come up with your variables and happy day, and then you might send some stuff back, and everything's good, right? I'm taking a sip of water. But I came across this chip right here, which is the ESP32 C3 ESP Mini, Super Mini. It's a really small chip. Where's the other one? See this? It's got a USB-C, which is really cool, and this one's just for something else. But that's how big it is. It's real small. I can't bring it close because I'm out of focus, and I have to mess with the camera. It's a manual focus, but it's like, Anyway, so you see, you hook it up to, and basically when you plug this in, it becomes a serial port to your PC, a Windows PC. So it's all of a sudden, and probably Linux too. I'm sure Linux. Yes, of course Linux, because it's based on the chip that it's running off of. It's definitely a serial port when you plug it into either. So anyway, after that, all that, basically the point of this is to talk about the difference between classic Bluetooth and over here on the right, which is Bluetooth low energy. Now, when I heard the term low energy, I said, oh, this is one of these green things, like solar panels or windmills or something. But it's really not at all. It's truly low energy, but the thing is that you approach it a completely different way as a developer. As a developer, basically, you come at it with the approach that, okay, let me go back to, right, so I have an Android version. This is all on GitHub. Links down below. You can get just the executables and the bin. You can get the bin to download into this chip. You can get the executable, the APK for the Android, and the executable for Windows, all from the link below, whatever. Okay, so I hit the mic. I don't know how loud that was. Anyway, so Bluetooth low energy is actually a completely different way. It's a different approach. I'm not going to go into the code. The code's available down there too. But basically, instead of treating it like a string of bytes, that's all taken care of for you. Like, notice how one is scanning, right? This guy's over here scanning. He's just looking. He's looking for an opportunity to connect. By the way, that motor, the power is coming from here, right? The chip is connected, controlling how fast the motor goes. Just by the way, just in case, I got that thing running, just in case, right? So I can set this to, I can set it to 100% max, right? And I don't know, I can set it to 100% max. Okay, good for me. Anyway, there it is. So you see, your basic, but my point is that the motor's being triggered by this red line. It's not being powered. The power's coming from over here, if you get that. This is a MOSFET. This is a temperature monitor, and there's a capacitive button over here. Notice the app. Notice how the app knows when the button's pressed. So there's data going both ways, right? Because in one sense, come over here, right, and the app is just by itself updating from this chip. And then I come over here, now I'm over here, right, at the app, and I can turn on and off the motor from the app. Right? I can certainly do things from the app or from the chip. So it's the truly bidirectional, right? It's going in both directions. And also added to that is this sort of agreement, this protocol that only one app is going to be connected to this chip at a time. And that's all done through IDs and things, and it's all in the code. But it's essentially, in terms of Java, it's a UUID. In terms of Microsoft, it's a GUID. And basically, it's just jargon, just programming jargon, man. So what's cool, right? So in order to get this Android app, there can't be another app connected. So I got to stop the Windows app. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Watch the Android app. The Android app now is going to opportunistically, hopefully it should. Interesting. It may. There it is. Okay. I was getting a little nervous there for a while. Sometimes it will take that long. Right? I have no control over that. As the developer, you're basically scanning. You're waiting to find the ID, right? See, I'm pretty sure this is good. This is good to go now. You know? Right? Yeah. Now we're in control over here. And the temperature should change. Note the temperature, right, as I grab it. Right? So we've switched control completely. We can change this to, some other value, right, of course, right? So that's good. So the point is that we really, with low energy, Bluetooth low energy, you really don't have to do very much. You have to set it up, right? You have to set up that you're listening for these things, right? Notice how if I hit the button, right, the app knows. There's also some internal reaction to the button. Right, the button itself, even if this app doesn't have to. Right, the app is now. This is not connected. Now nobody's connected to it. Let me close this app. Right, now that app is closed, it doesn't matter. It's still the chip itself operates independently. So whether the app is connected by anybody, let me get that app. Where is that app? There it is. So now I'm going to come back. No, that's a different app. I should do a video on that app. That's a very interesting one. All right, let me see. Can I find this? Nope. Oh, gee whiz, guys. Where is this app? I can't read. I can't see because I'm blind. I'm going blind. Where it is? There it is. Okay, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm like all mentally lost. And where am I? What's going on? Here we are, right? So once you get the app kind of, but it all kind of acclimates itself. Let me get this Windows app going again. So you'll notice when I get the Windows app going, the Windows app, its implementation will also be doing this thing where it's scanning, right? Everybody wants to grab, there it is. Everybody wants the device, but only one person. There's another, what do we got? Oh, there you go. He must have heard that. That's another raccoon. All right. Anyway, so now, right, the Windows app is the one that is out of luck. But they're both doing exactly the same thing. Now, what'll happen is if I just minimize this Android app, it basically will let go of the connection. So I'll do that. And watch the Windows app now. Watch it. Yeah, see, now the Windows app grabbed it. Now this guy, now we're back to where we started. But see, you don't have to do any of that. You set it up, you say, yeah, scan, and then, if it finds something, you do this or that and the other thing. It's all in the code, man. You don't even have to. Actually, it's done for you by me. You just take the code, get this right here, and then you can just do whatever, man. This could be all kinds of different stuff. And anyway, you know all that. So my point is that I just wanted to share with you a good, simple example, and it's actually just one code behind page talking about the app. It's just one code behind page. You got Android, you got Windows, and then this is going to be a C++ PlatformIO project. Or you can just get the bin for that, you can get the APK for that, and you can get the EXE for that. It's all down below, or the code for all of it, right? It's all down below, man. I just wanted to share with you, what is it, Bluetooth low energy, as opposed to like classic Bluetooth. Where's that like classic Bluetooth, right? Where you set it and then you say, hey, do some action, and basically, there it is, man. How about one more swap? I'm going to close out the Windows app, and then it should go ahead. And I'm just going to restart the Windows app right away and see. See, the Android app grabbed it right away, so there's not even a contest. Oh, that took way too long to open. This guy's still in the. He took way too long to open. Anyway, and then of course, if I minimize that, then the Windows app will grab it. It's just like that. Just like that. And that's why it's really nice. That's why I really like this, because if you're not sending long strings of data, it's just a wonderful, wonderful way to get data across. But of course, you're thinking in little, small bytes, right? Numbers. This value, this percent, that humidity value, this temperature value, on, off. And what you can also do is I also have a set of commands. So when you hit this button, this really isn't a button on or off. Really, when you hit the button, I send a command. So I have just like one area of BLE. So you can actually set up a command structure where you can say, this value means this value means that, do this, so it doesn't have to just be these values that you have, these floats and double. I don't want to get into too much jargon. I think that's it, man, right? That's good enough. Let me just go ahead, man. Run, baby. I think 20. Let's see how slow. Before I go, let's see how slow. I think 18. Look how slow that motor is, man. You see how slow that motor is? And then I have this light, which is way too bright, but it's. I just got it like kind of behind here, which is pulse width modulated, right? That's all this is. I can't. 17. I think that's it. Ooh, look, it'll keep going at 17. I'm amazed. It won't go to 16. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to go to 17. Let's go to 18 and see if we can get it going. Yeah. I think the longer it runs, the warmer it gets. I think it just naturally wants to go a little bit more. But anyway, this is like the light that's hooked up to it. So I'm going to just like put in like 1. I see look how bright that light is. 2, 3, 4, 5. I could put a slider here. A little bit more work in the code, but I wanted to keep this app basic. Because the slider, if you think about all the problems that occur with a slider, it's like, do you change it every time as the thing's sliding, or do you let the person slide the slider and then wait till they sort of get to a point and then you grab the value? Because after they pause for like a half a second and blah, 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 it's pretty. So you just leave the number there. You put the number in. Give me the number that I put. Oh, look how bright that is. Yeah, see how bright, like even 10. Well, the other's kind of 10. 10%, 5. See how bright even 5% is? 0. That's off. Right? So it's just one of those lights, 1. Say 1, 2, 3. Anyway, it gets really bright. Anyway, so thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. It's always good to see y'all. I don't know, man. I'm just like doing it. So here it is, man. Have at the code. It's just just interesting code to have. The microprocessors are always interesting to play around with, and I don't know. See you around sometime.